All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and it happened. It finally happened. As you can see, I got my main man, the Inhuman King, Black God, God, at tier 3. Yes, it finally happened. I had a lot of you guys hitting me up over this past week, and I just kept having to respond with, yo, I'm getting hit with that 4% drip. Yo, it's not time yet. They don't decide to give me the potential. But today, after a week, we finally got it, boys. And as you can see, I spared little to no expense in building up Black Bolt. We're top 300 right now. Well, 351. I'm slowly dropping ranks, right? I was a little bit higher, but it is what it is. I'm really loving Black Bolt. So if you're a fan like me, right? Because a couple people hit me up. They were like, yo, you started this game and you saw Black Bolt and that got you excited? Because you guys know, like, that was my thing, right? I came in, I seen the tutorial, I seen Thor, I seen Black Bolt, I seen Black Panther. I was like, yo, this is it, this is it, this is it. And then a lot of you guys hit me up and told me the exact same story, right? You love Black Bolt. He never got his moment. You're excited for this Marvel X uniform. You're excited for the tier 3. You want to see the king shine. And baby, I'm going to tell you, man, the king shining. So I'm going to give you the go ahead right now to green light Black Bolt with the tier 3. Green light Black Bolt with the uniform. Green light Black Bolt with any offensive CTP you want. Go as hard as you want to if you have that much love for him. And I promise you, he's not going to disappoint you in PvE content if that's what you care about. If you want to use him in PvP, I can't speak to that right now because I literally just got him at tier 3 like an hour ago. I'm playing with him, loving him, really loving him, and I'm going to take you guys into some gameplay, okay? That being said, man, let's get it. All right, boys, so first thing I want to show you guys right here is how he performs against Corvus Glaive, and we're doing it dolo. That's right, no strikers, we popping it, and we rocking with the God King, okay? No, not Xerxes, I'm talking about the boy, Black Hagar, Bolt God. And we slapping. We taking them to Slap City, let's go. I know you guys gonna be like, hold up, what? Why are you not using Ignore That? We don't need no strikers, fam. Black Bolt don't need no strikers, he's a top striker. Lay him up, get, ooh, hold up. It's probably a bad place to use a tier 3 because he's gonna run away. Actually, I wanted to use the 5th skill there to paralyze him, but I didn't get a chance to. He's annoying. The radius on the tier 3 is so good though. Okay, can you come back? I hate when he gets too far out of range. Alright, that's fine. Yep, stab me up, bro. Okay, come on. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna destroy your eardrums. Just know that. And your head. Just gonna blow it right off. I know he's dodging a lot. I know he's dodging a lot, guys, but don't worry about that. We have enough damage. We have the deeps. We have the deeps. Believe that. We have it. This should take off a good bit. That was not as much as I was hoping for. We don't need no Ignore Dodge strikers, trust me. Okay, y'all get up off me. Y'all get up off me. This is a little bit slower than what it usually is. Okay. The thing about not using strikers too is, hold up, you don't get the co-op button, and the co-op button really helps Black Bolt, both offensively and defensively, because for Black Bolt, the co-op button offers you the ability to use your 5th skill, which gives you the attack buff and stuff. I'm basically just spamming the skills there to push him into the next phase and get my tier 3 halfway ready. So what we're gonna do here is, as soon as this phase starts, we're actually gonna spam the skills and get the tier 3 ready for as soon as he does his phase transition. So what he's gonna do here is gonna jump over here and then fire off 3 of these waves. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Okay, now we go like that, we go like that. Actually, I didn't even need to use the the 4 there. It's fine though. But you can see, like, look at that. We don't need no striker. Black Bolt a top striker. What you mean? What you mean, bro? Like, I definitely feel like I probably could go even higher than this without strikers, bro. Like, the tier 3 just hits so hard. Like, one thing I will say though is he gets a big stat bump at tier 3, but his regular 1 through 5 still doesn't hit that hard, but his tier 3 more than makes up for it. You can, especially in the second half here where Corvus has less defense. Oh man, bro, if you can get through, if you can somehow get through the first phase in like, hold up, okay, where is he? Oh, what the heck, he was in that corner there, bro. We should have been able to cancel that. That sucks. This is a slow run. This is actually a slow run, but he's dead now. He's actually dead. There's no escape for you. Like, there is no escape. Like, he's so strong, guys. Actually so strong. I think what they did for Black Bolt is the opposite of what they did for the Hulk. Whereas they gave Hulk redemption, but they make him like kind of, I would say top tier, like a little bit under what you would consider top tier for PvE, so World Boss. But then they made him godly for PvP because he can just one shot with his 3rd skill because it has iframe ignore and a ton of damage. Plus he has the HP, like insane HP, right? So he can tank like crazy. And he scales off of his HP so he can kill people because his HP is just so high. I think they did the opposite for Black Bolt, which I actually don't mind, right? Whereas even though they give Black Bolt a sizable stat bump when he gets his tier 3, including his HP, which goes up pretty good for a PvE character, right? They made him specifically for World Boss, which is fine. Because if you've seen my pre-update video on Black Bolt, this man was struggling to do the lowest amount. Bro, let me go show you guys how he handles Call Obsidian now. Alright guys, so keep in mind, this is the same exact Black Bolt that a couple weeks ago, actually less than a couple weeks ago, literally a week ago, right? Could barely do like a stage 10 against Call Obsidian. Like literally like a stage 10 was like a struggle for this man. Like trying to push a freaking bus up a hill with 3 wheels on it, right? It's insane. But then look at the damage we're doing on like a stage 80 right now. He glowed up in a major way, bro. We don't need no strikers neither. Like, he's so good. And the thing you got to be careful is your second rotation is very risky. You want to go 3, 5, 4, 2, and then you want to use your tier 3. I'll explain to you why you're using your 2 at the end of the video, but just take my word for it. You want to go 3, 5, 4 for your first rotation, and when you're above 50%, you want to go like this, okay? So we just do a lap, basically bear hug this guy. We go 3, we go 5, we go 4, and then we go into the tier 3, and he just light his ass up. You can see good damage, really good damage. This is a stage 80, boys. This isn't child's play. This is the king at work, okay? The God King. No, not Xerxes. This is the Inhuman King. Blackagar, Boltagon with a big flex. Remember, you always want to interrupt the 4 skill with the 2 skill. You can use the 1 skill too, but I just use the 2 skill because I just want to make sure I'm real close to this man. Like, I get nice and close, get up in their face, get up in their chest. This man think he could invade Wakanda because the other king is away. You know what they say, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Well, not if the Inhuman King is around. Okay, what just happened there? I don't know what just happened, but it's fine. We'll light him up. We'll light him up for the next rotation. All right, it's every other rotation you want to cancel the 4 with the 2. So we go boom, we go boom, 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 and we just make the magic happen here. Let's go bird. You know what I'm saying? You just hear shots ringing out, bro. Like when you hit that tier 3 skill, it's nice. It's like, ooh, it's like finding money in your pocket, man. I don't know about those of you guys who don't live in a winter country, but for me, the kind of feeling I get when I do the tier 3 skill and I land it on the proc, it's like putting away my winter jacket for the for the spring. And I'm saying, and I pick up my winter jacket when winter starts, and I find like 20 bucks that's sitting in there. I'm like, where this coming from? Right? That nice feeling, man. Where like we're walking down the street and you find like $5 for the rest of the day, man. Nothing can ruin your mood, man. Oh man. Okay. Oh crap. No. Chill. Oh crap. I didn't cancel fast enough. I'm so sad. Actually, I think I might have, but I didn't do it properly because I was laughing. All right, so let's stop laughing and start blasting. Oh, that rhymed. Look at me rhyming and vibing with the king, the God King. No, not Xerxes, ladies and ooh. Okay, we might die here. Ooh. Okay, we need a heal quick time. We can't tank, so we're just going back up off him. The poison is kind of bad. Most cases were okay, but ooh, that was bad. I didn't cancel in time. Ooh, I did actually. I didn't give myself enough credit. I got some skills, boys. Not a lot, but a little bit. Like, shout out to 50. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, we gotta. Who you fighting, bro? This guy's fighting. He thinks he's fighting. He thinks he's fighting Black Panther, bro. Because the air that he's hitting is not hitting him back or not doing any damage to him. He's like, yo, Black Panther, is that you? Is that you? Okay, let me stop, bro. What's wrong with me? Yo, okay, Black Panther fans, don't come for me. Just know I love T'Challa. That's my guy. That's my G. That's my dog. That's my man. And I'm waiting for him to be this good so we can have like all the kings just line up and just slay. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that moment, man, because like I said previously, right? Black Panther, Thor, and Black Bolt. That tutorial is how they got me, and they've gotten thousands of dollars out of me in the past 5 years just because they put together a. Back then, the tutorial wasn't even as good as it is now, right? But just because they had those iconic characters in there, they fed off that. They got a lot of time and a lot of money out of me, and I was always disappointed in the fact that Black Bolt was the odd man out. He never really got a uniform that made him stand out, and now he's here, baby, lighting people up. You love to see it. Okay, so let me go ahead and say this, man. I made a big investment into Black Bolt. Okay, I dropped a rage on him. Why did I do that? Well, I gave his queen, I gave his wife a CTP of rage. So we can't sleep on the king. That's not how we roll. I told you guys I love him, right? Now I know right away you're gonna say, yo, can he do all this without the rage? Hell yeah, he can. It's just gonna be harder, right? Let me say this. When you play Black Bolt without a CTP of rage, what you're gonna do is basically this, okay? Let me jump in. So, first rotation, listen to me carefully. Fight starts or you just use your tier 3. So, first rotation, you're going 3, you're going 5, then you're going 4. You just basically let him roar, right? Then you just kite, just like I did, right? And then the second rotation, you do this. Let this wear off so you can see the defense down disappeared, right? So we go 3, we go 5, we go 4, we instantly cancel it into the 2. You notice I got no defense down. Why? Because when Black Bolt uses his forward skill, right? Look at this. There's 2 phases. There's a phase where he sucks in the air, fills his lungs, and then he screams. When he screams, that applies the defense down. Not the first half when he's sucking in the air. Now that can trigger your damage proc, right? But the most important thing is when you're gonna use your tier 3 is to make sure that the defense down is not already applied, because the tier 3 itself has defense down on it and it has a higher cap. The cap on this defense down on the 6th skill is actually 70%, and with White Fox you're able to scale it even higher, whereas with the 4th skill the cap on that is 50%. Obviously 70% defense down is more than 50%, and the first defense down that you apply is the one that will stay applied for the duration. So if I use the 4th skill and then use the tier 3, guess what happens? I don't get the 70%, I get the 50%. So that's why you saw me using, and I basically played around in here until I could figure out how to cancel the skill effectively, right? By doing this. I did this and then I just instantly canceled with the 2. I don't use the 2 for the damage, I just use it to interrupt the skill so that it doesn't apply the defense down. You can use the 1 skill too, right? You can go like this, but you notice the 1 skill, let me go over here, there is no protection at all. Whereas with the 2 skill, there's a little bit of protection, a little bit. We have an iframe at the end, but also more than that, it's closer to the 4th skill than it is the 1 skill, right? I can literally just slide my finger up, right? So that's why I chose the 2 skill for my rotation. Completely up to you if you want to use the one skill, right? Because that helps you cover some ground in case like it's called Obsidian or it's Corvus Glaive or whoever, and they're just really far away from you. Because sometimes if you're really far away in World Boss and you start screaming, you can't get yourself out of it. But if you use these skills, they'll close the distance. They will close the distance, and that will help you a lot. So just keep those tips in mind. More videos will be coming with Black Bolt, because obviously this is not the most he can do. We did all that with no strikers, but I really wanted to show you guys that this is how much he's capable of now, literally by himself in the right team comp, which is the best team comp for him right now. Includes Voodoo, Enchantress lead, right, or White Fox lead, and then you just put Coulson off to the side just to ramp up the defense down. You get 70% here, which you scale even further with those guys as your leader, or you get the 50% down here, which you scale even further. Personally, if you want to go for a CTP of energy on him, just keep in mind that not only will you have to worry about your proc timing, right, because you have to cancel 2 different skills. You have to cancel the 3rd skill to get the accumulation, which you absolutely need, right, because it's accumulation based on damage dealt, which means the more damage you do, the more damage you will keep doing, right, until you hit the ceiling for the accumulation. So you absolutely have to start off every rotation with the 3rd skill, and you absolutely have to start off every rotation with the 5th skill, because not only does that heal you, which you will need to heal from time to time, but you're also going to want the attack buff and the crit rate buff, because if you're using him with a CTP of energy, you're not going to have max crit rate, which I don't need max crit rate on Black Bolt. It just so happens the crit rate on the CTP is high, and the reason why I chose this CTP is because I wanted to max out his dodge, because in the off chance that I do get hit, which I get hit a lot, right, the dodge being 74, almost 75% here, not only does that help the rage proc trigger, but it also helps me stay alive. So that's why I think the CTP of rage is best for him. It gives him offense and defense. It gives you the peace of mind. And also, since you're not spending the majority of your fight worrying about your proc timing, you can actually enjoy playing the character. And also, right, you can also do a better job keeping him alive. Because if you have to worry about your proc timing, that takes your focus away from not only enjoying the character, but also now you have to focus on his survivability, which his survivability is not that bad, right? If you literally just sit in the 3rd skill, it's a really long iframe, but if you sit in the 3rd skill, you're not going to get that much damage, right? Look at this, it's a long iframe, right? And if you don't cancel any of his skill, he also has 5 seconds of invincibility here. But if you're going for maximum damage output, then you're gonna have to sacrifice some of the civility. Anyways, I was gonna say civility. Anyways, some of the survivability that's built in to get more damage. So because of that, you have to build in more survivability via the dodge from the CTP, or you can roll dodge on your uniform options like I did. It's completely up to you. I gave him a bunch of Odin's Blessings because I love Black Bolt, and now that we have a way to farm more Odin's Blessings from story missions, more and more characters that I really love or I think are really good are going to start getting Odin's Blessings to help me basically max out their stats, so I can give you guys a look at the upper echelon of what some of these guys can do. Okay, not saying you have to go this far with Black Bolt, but what I will say is do not move Black Bolt from level 60 if you do not plan to tier 3 him, because the bulk of Black Bolt's damage comes from his tier 3. You absolutely would not, right? And this is probably not the greatest example, but it's one that I'm gonna use. Where is he? You would not bring Doctor Strange to level 70, gear 25, or level 70 in general if you did not plan to tier 3 him. Now, Doctor Strange has more PvP value than Black Bolt because he has iframe ignore and stuff, but for the most part, Doctor Strange is looked upon as a PvE character, right? And you would not bring him to level 70 if you did not plan to tier 3 him for the Images of the Khan, because he does a crap ton of damage with it. It's the same deal for Black Bolt, and it's also the same deal with the CTP of Rage. It just makes Doctor Strange way easier to play, and then you can worry about like just doing maximum on the damage, right? Same goes for Black Bolt. So those are my tips for you. You can do with it what you will. Like I said, you can use him with energy, you can use him with a regular proc, but this right here is going to give you the best of both worlds: survivability, damage, ease of use, and also keep it fun. You know, you can't ask for more than that. I know CTP of Rage is very expensive, but if you love the character, you can go ahead and do it. Not now, you don't have to do it immediately. What he is right now, he's what he's gonna be for the next however long until he gets another uniform. So it's not a race. Well, it is a race, but it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? Black Bolt is gonna be just as good from now until whenever. So you don't have to give him a rage today, tomorrow. You can give him a rage a month or two from now when you get an extra one, right? I'm not telling you to pull one off your meta characters to give it to Black Bolt, but if you like the character, go for it. I recommend it. I'm gone. Peace.